Hey guys! So in my last video, I mentioned capo because that's my cat's name, and I realized I wanted to show you guys what a capo looks like if you're not a guitarist or not familiar. I'm looking back because I didn't know if she's by the tree. She may end up being my co-star. Well, she kind of is. I don't know. There's no presents under there. Don't mind that. Ignore that. Yeah. Oh gosh. So this is the capo. So basically, if you're a guitarist, which I just barely am, I put it bada bang, and so this is not in tune. But yeah, it'll change the key. So I can play a C chord here, right? Now it's higher. I should have tuned it then if I were to put it down here, play a C chord down here. There you go. So that's capo. That's how she got her name. But that is not what this video is about. And also, pardon my coffee tongue. I notice when I film these in the morning, if I'm drinking coffee, because sometimes I have tea, I have coffee tongue. I'm like Gene Simmons. Brown instead of the red. Customer service. This will be interesting to see who I attract in this video, because I feel like with the title, I may get some new viewers who are either working customer service, have strong opinions about customer service, have had different experiences. We all have, right, with customer service. The reason I'm bringing this up is I've had some really interesting experiences in the past, I guess it's been about 48 hours, because it started Sunday, and then it's been like this saga with my cable company up until last night, which was Tuesday night. 48 hours, give or take. So a while, and I just thought, gosh, it looks so empty without my guitar there. I feel like I should put it back, but it's not part I could cover it. So let's start at the beginning. Start at the very beginning, like they sing in Sound of Music. Oh, one of my favorite musicals. A very good place to start. I got my cable bill for December, and it increased. And it always does in December, because that's when my plan renews, and they give me a promotion every year, and then they take it away when they go to start my new plan. And then I call, and then they give me, trying to get cool lighting again. And then they give me the promotion again. I'm like, it's every year we kind of do this little song and dance of, oh, you lost your promotion. Oh, you got it back. Da, 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 da. I'm like, why don't you just give me the promotion? But so this year was a little different. And the cable company I have, I don't know if I should say anything, because it was maddening up until the last bit. So they want you to chat on one of those, I'm doing this because it was on my phone for 2 hours doing with my thumbs on this chat. They want you to use one of those virtual chats. They make it really, really hard for you to actually talk to a person on the phone, which I would rather, wouldn't we all, right? Just talk to someone on the phone, because I feel like a lot of our issues that we have when we reach out to customer service are so nuanced, and they think it's gonna fit into some nice box. Does it have to do with this, or this? It's like, no. So I was trying to get that sorted out. I was on that chat for over 2 hours. It was just like getting the runaround, them transferring me a million different times and having to keep re-explaining myself, and them being confused. And this was a whole thing. And they said, oh, we'll have someone call you back. And then no one ever called me back. And so then I reached out Tuesday again. I thought, oh, I would love someone to call me back. I thought someone would call me back. And so I was able to, hold on, let me backtrack. I'm trying to think of my memory, y'all. It's so bad. Yes, this is what happened. So they called me back, and I was able to get a lady who was very bubbly and amazing, and she was the best. She was phenomenal. So I loved her, and we fixed it. But then I got home, and I was having issues with my internet, and it said I didn't have internet. And I thought, no, is this because I was calling about my plan, and then I switched plans, and now I don't have internet? So then I'm back into the customer service world with them. back on that little chat. Like, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm never going to leave this chat. And I got somebody, and I was just super kind to them because I've been on the other end. I've been that person I haven't had a role that's specifically called customer service, but I've done things where I am assisting customers. And it does not feel good when people yell at you, berate you, verbally abuse you. I understand that. So I'm always as kind as I can be to people when I'm talking to customer service. Even if I get frustrated, I'll just say something like, oh my gosh, I really need this issue resolved. Something a kind way of saying, please help. But I know it's not easy. A lot of people lose their temper pretty quickly in these situations. But I was so understanding with her and so patient. She was like, oh my gosh, you're the best customer I've had all day. You're so warm and lovely. I wish you all the best. And I hope, we were just kind of going back and forth. And I said, I hope you get amazing people. I hope you don't get terrible customers. And I was thinking about that. And thankfully, finally got my internet, got it resolved. And I just was so grateful. And but there was a lot of love being exchanged between myself and the customer service agent. I said love. A lot of warm energy vibes, just positive, just trying to be kind to each other, which was so refreshing. And I thought about that. I thought, gosh, how lovely would it be if we could all be more mindful of our interactions when we go into these situations where, yes, we're frustrated, and yes, it might take hours, but it's a human on the other end at the end of the day. It's not a robot. I mean, sometimes you may get some sort of automated system, and that's different. But still don't berate the automated system. I just think sometimes we forget, especially with those chats where you can't see their face or hear their voice, that it is a human. And they deserve dignity and respect too. And oftentimes they're just doing the best they can with what they know. Sometimes their hands are tied or they're limited. And even things like baristas, because I have been a barista, or waiter. I have been a waiter, or waitress, I should say. Kindness for people who are serving you. Yes, they're getting paid to do it. But sometimes I think there's a tendency to have an entitlement, just an entitled feeling of serve me and what can I get from this? And I just think it's so important that we pause and we take it human to human. That's somebody's son, daughter, sister, brother, mother, father. And what if they were yours, So I think about that a lot. When people cut each other off in traffic and when they're angry, I'm thinking that could be theoretically your best friend or somebody you love, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband. If the circumstances were different and you knew them, they're your fellow human on this gigantic boat that we're all on called planet Earth. And we're all in that same sea. So why wouldn't we try to make it as enjoyable as possible? We're all here. We're all in this together. So what's kindness going to hurt? It's nothing. It doesn't cost a thing. It's going to make someone's day. It's going to make things smoother. They say you get more bees with honey than vinegar. I truly believe that. And yes, there's a place for like righteous anger and things like that. But I think it can be done. I think there's a way to pause and express your frustrations in a very tactful, kind, respectful way. So customer service. Those are my thoughts. I'm sure I can keep going. But I just think if we could keep spreading kindness, gosh, could you imagine a world where, let me stop fiddling my hair. Where people just love on each other just because, constantly. Just remembering that everyone's going through it. And no one's got it easy, right? We've all got problems. We're all dealing with things. It just might be different than, you know, what you or I are dealing with. And so to give them that grace and that compassion is just so important. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because my YouTube audience is amazing and you guys are so lovely. And I love how kind you are to each other on here when you're commenting and commenting to me. Thank you. Just think, let's keep that going and build that momentum. Because that's piece by piece, that's the way we'll create a world that is just incredibly lovely. It's up to us. So let's be the change. All right, guys, that is it. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a beautiful day or had a beautiful day if it's at the end of your day. And please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one.